Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Radash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well as teach well. And also peace and salutation to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And the title of this video is going to be Jacob's Trouble Will Set a Lot of Things in Order. Alright, Jacob's trouble is going to set a lot of things in order. Okay, now of course, is Jacob's trouble going to set everything in the society in order? Alright, no, of course not. Okay, because we know, we that are the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, okay, that understand the scriptures, that understand prophecy. Alright, we know that ultimately, everything is going to be put in order on the planet Earth. All right, when Yahushua comes back, okay, to establish the kingdom of heaven, all right, which is the tabernacle of David, the 144,000, all right, which is going to be the governing body of the kingdom of heaven, all right, over the whole entire planet Earth under the authority of Yahushua. All right, that's when everything is going to be fully, put back in order. All right, in its rightful order on the earth. But until then, okay, we're getting ready to enter into a time known as Jacob's trouble. Okay, a time like never before. Okay, where there's going to be, a lot of, great judgments going throughout the earth. Okay, from the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. Okay, and when the time of Jacob's trouble come. All right, things are going to get so bad to where, a lot of these people, all right, these wicked, people of the world, whether it be the 2/3 of our people or, the heathen nations, okay, a lot of people around the world, all right, when, when they start catching hell, all right, via prophecy, that's when they're going to pretty much get their, start getting their mind right. Okay, the Lord's going to, start humbling. Okay, it's going to bring a great humbling, all right, throughout the planet Earth. Okay, because as a matter of fact, that's why, all right, let me get one of my favorite scriptures. Real quick, this is Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time," all right, the latter time, which is the time that we're in right now, "shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." You see that? So the Lord is getting ready to bring great miseries upon those that walk the earth. Okay, and that live in great pride here in these latter days. Okay, because these proud and haughty people of the world, they basically live their lives, all right, following after the ways of the serpent, all right, Esau, Edom, the devil, which currently rules over this planet Earth. Okay, and what is a mindset that the serpent has instilled upon the minds of the people? All right, that they can do as they wilt. Okay, don't have any fear of the Lord. Okay, don't fear any any of the judgment that the Lord says is going to bring upon them. Okay, because of their wickedness in hell. Just don't even believe on a Lord, period. Don't believe on a God, period. Just believe that you yourself can be a God. Okay, that's the type of trickery and deception that the serpent came at to Eve in the garden. Okay, that he can make her a god through whatever left hand wisdom and knowledge that he was running on Eve at that particular time, back in the garden. Okay, well now the serpent has rulership over the whole entire planet Earth in these latter days. All right, through this beast system, America, NATO, the EU. Okay, and he's pretty much pushed that vibration throughout the whole entire planet Earth. All right, and that's why you see the Earth and the people of the earth in the state that they're in right now. Okay, carefree. All right, impious. All right, which the word impious means what? To have a lack of fear or lack of respect or reverence toward a particular person, especially a God. All right, and that pretty much sums up the mindset of the majority of the people around the earth. Okay, especially primarily the majority of people around Babylon the Great. All right, and that's why, as you can see, I have up here on the screen Isaiah the 13th chapter, in which Isaiah the 13th chapter goes into what? Prophecies against Babylon. Now, when you read this chapter and you understand this chapter, all right, the thing is that the prophet Isaiah spoke of in this chapter against Babylon wasn't talking about the actual ancient Babylon, during the time of Nebuchadnezzar and Belshazzar and Daniel and the prophet Daniel and so on and so forth. But instead, this is talking about a future Babylon, which ultimately will be Babylon the Great, which is America. Okay, because in this chapter, the prophet Isaiah, he goes into pretty much the judgment day of the Lord. The judgment day of the Lord didn't come to pass back in ancient Babylon. That's going to come to pass right now in these latter days. Okay, as we're in the midst of Babylon the Great, which is ran by the biblical Edomites. All right. So when you jump down to verse 11 in this chapter, Isaiah 13 verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil. Okay. So when the Lord begins to punish Babylon the Great, America, all right, not only is he going to bring punishments upon this place, but the Lord is also going to bring punishments all throughout the world. All right, and why is that? Because this world has been drunken off of the wine of Babylon. So pretty much, no matter what part of the earth you go at, okay, you're gonna see little small remnants of Babylon there. Okay, America. Whether it be its dollar, it's certain policies that go on in that country. Certain elements of the culture within particular countries. Okay, the way that men are in that country, the way that women are in that country. Okay, the wine of Babylon is pretty much spread all throughout the planet Earth. Which is why, as it tells in Jeremiah, the nations are mad. These nations are fed up with America, Babylon the Great, and that's why these nations are ganging up. Okay, all according to the will of the Lord, of course, to eventually make war against America, Babylon the Great, and to destroy this place. Okay, according to the will of the Lord. All right, but nonetheless, Isaiah 13 verse 11 again, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. All right, the Lord's going to bring many great punishments upon this world. Okay, because of all the wickedness and evil doing that we see going on throughout the world, all the idol worship. Okay, all the the folly that we see all on all across the world, and on the internet and TikTok and Instagram and all these different things. Okay, all the pride and ego and arrogancy that we see across people throughout the world, all because they have an abundance of particular things, all right, at their possession, all right, to bring them comforts in their lives, all right, to give them the ability to travel around the world, all right, and be puffed up in pride. All right, the Lord's getting ready to punish people like that. Okay, bring great miseries, as we read in 2 Ezra 8:50. All right, because of their pride. So it says, Isaiah 13:11 again, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. All right, so the Lord's getting ready to cause all the arrogancy and the pride of these people, all right, to cease. Okay, to be to be stopped, to be put to an end. Okay, the Lord's getting ready to bring a great humbling throughout the earth. All right. And he's going to lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, which who is the terrible ultimately? Esau Edom. Okay, Esau Edom is the number one terrorist throughout the planet Earth. Okay, and how has Esau Edom terrorized the planet Earth throughout the last few centuries? Okay, through countless wars. All right, genocide, famine, starvation, extortion. Okay, what do they call it? Bio warfare, chemical warfare. Okay, using his military to just rape, rob, and conquer and murder all throughout the planet Earth at will. Okay, to put the nations in fear of him in his system. All right, the Lord is getting ready to bring down the pride of these Edomites. All right, because of all of this extreme, over the top wickedness that they've done throughout the planet Earth. Okay, the Lord is getting ready to cause the arrogancy of the pride of this world to cease. Okay, to be put to an end. All right, and then now, interestingly, as it goes into in the very next verse, verse 12, Isaiah 13, verse 12, and I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Okay, so here it is at the middle part of verse 11. The Lord says he's going to cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. All right, and a large part of the pride of these people of the world is includes these women. Okay, all these proud ass women. Okay, these feminist minded women. All right. The Lord is getting ready to seriously bring great misery upon these proud ass women. Just look at it. All these these different podcast shows, and your Fresh and Fit shows, and Kevin Samuels and all that. A lot of these women that go on those shows that come with that modern woman slash feminist type mindset. Is it's disgusting. It's abominable. Okay, it's disgusting to see the amount of pride that these women have been puffed up in. Okay, in these latter days. Okay, all due to them being puffed up and deceived by the serpent in his system. Okay, which gives them all types of benefits. Okay, makes life so much easier for them as women. All right, while they're just going throughout the earth doing all types of wickedness. Okay, having all these children by men that they have no business having children with. Okay, collecting child support and alimony. All right, and all types of benefits from the government. Okay, a lot of these proud ass feminist modern women are the Lord's gonna definitely bring their pride and arrogancy to a cease. Okay, to a stop, and he's gonna make a man, all right, men more precious than fine gold. Okay, and not just any old man that the Lord's gonna make more precious, but that's ultimately talking about the men of the Lord. Okay, we that are of the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, us men, that is. All right, and when the Lord does this, that's when Isaiah 4:1 is going to kick in. Okay, 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. All right, but that's all going to be part of the Lord. Bringing great miseries upon these proud ass people of the world, especially these proud ass women. Okay, these career driven women, these boss chick women, these so-called alpha women. All right, they're amongst the main people on the earth that's gonna be put in order when Jacob's trouble hit. All right, when shit hits the fan. All right, because you better believe when these women aren't gonna have access to to food and water, and be able to travel and go to their favorite restaurants and go get their nails done and their hair done. All right, and this, that, and the third done. All right, you best believe that's when all that feminism and modern woman a boss chick mindset all of that stuff is gonna go out the door immediately. Okay, and that's when they're going to be seeking to a man, all right, to to save them out of their particular situation, and that's where Isaiah 32:2 comes in. A man shall be as an hiding place from the tempest. All right, roughly paraphrasing it. That's when these women are going to be seeking, all right, the same type of men that these women, all right, look down upon, that they think they're so much better than. All right, those same exact type of men these women are going to be looking for and running to, all right, when Jacob's trouble hit. Okay, and not only running, running to that man, but looking to serve that man as well. Okay, looking to submit to him, be cooperative to him. Everything that they refuse to do right now, while everything is, so say still all good. Okay, these women are gonna be doing all these things head first. All right, all that feminism is gonna go out the door. Okay. Now, let's get this. All right, since I had second Ezra up earlier, this is second Ezra, the 16th chapter, and I'm gonna start at verse 17. Second Ezra 16, verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? All right. Why is our forefather, the prophet Ezra, saying woe unto him? Okay. Asking who's going to deliver him in those days, which is what? The days of Jacob's trouble. All right. Why is our forefather Ezra asking that question? Verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? So you see that? So our forefather Ezra, was given a revelation that in the last days the Lord's gonna bring great sorrows, great mournings, great famine, great death, wars, all right, evils, all throughout the planet Earth, especially here in America, Babylon the Great. And our forefather Ezra was seeing all these visions and these prophecies, so vividly through the Spirit that even he within himself was asking, it's like, damn, who's going to deliver me from all of this? Woe unto me. I'm pretty much screwed. But of course, our forefather Ezra will not be screwed when those time come, because the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, is going to deliver him when these days come. All right, and the rest of the elect as well. Okay. So verse 19, 2nd Ezra 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish, are sent as scourges for amendment. Okay. So the Lord is going to send all these things, all right, the famine, the plagues, tribulation, all right, great death, sorrows, great mournings, so on and so forth, all as scourges for amendment. Okay, a scourge basically meaning punishment, and the word amendment, all right, I believe goes into it has to do with change, like subject to change, all right, something of that nature, all right. Now, real quick, I want to read those same verses. Let's see. I want to read those same precepts in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. All right, but this time I want to read it in the GNT. See, I believe I started at verse 17. All right, yep. All right, 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 17 in the GNT. It says, I'm doomed, I'm doomed. Okay, woe is me, right? Who will rescue me in those days? All right, Verse 18, troubles will come and many people will groan. Famine will come and many will die. All right, many are going to die from the famine, starvation. Okay, because a lot of people, when the time of Jacob's trouble come, are going to be in a state that Yahushua referred to as perplexity. Okay, as it tells you in Luke the 21st chapter. All right, distress of nations, perplexity. And what's that word perplexity? As we always bring it out, when you go into the Greek, it means to be in a state of confusion. Okay, to be, a lack of resources, to be without resources, to be in straits, okay, to be in distress. All right, people are gonna be, lacking resources. Okay, as far as food and water and provision is concerned. All right, and therefore, because of that, many are gonna die because of famine. All right, so it says, wars will come. All right, and we definitely see rumors of war more and more every day. Okay, more and more tensions between the United States and China, as well as the United States and Russia. Okay, we see China and Russia linking up. Okay, and becoming allies. Forming their own economic alliance. With the whole BRICS nation things. And then ultimately, we know, according to prophecy, that they're going to form a military alliance, all right, along with countries such as, North Korea, India, Iran, Syria, all right, Turkey, all right, Ethiopia, so on and so forth, Pakistan, okay. So it says, wars will come and the world powers will tremble. All right, these different governing bodies throughout the earth. It says, disasters will come and everyone will be terrified. What will people do when these disasters come? And we as the hopeful elect, we definitely know what we're going to do when all these disasters and plagues come to pass. All right, we're going to trust in Yahweh Shemel Shai. Because, what in the hell else are we going to do? Okay, so it says, verse 19, here's the main point. Famine, epidemics, troubles, and sufferings are sent to punish and correct people. You see that? So the Lord's going to bring all these different things, the famine, the epidemics, okay, the great death, the sword, all right, perplexity, all to do what? All right, to bring judgment on people, to put people to death, to bring people, people back to the spirit world as judgment, and also to correct people, okay, to put, to instill the fear of the Lord back into people, all right, because that's another thing that's going to, be set in order when Jacob's trouble hit, okay, not only the feminism, of course. All right, but also atheism. Okay, all of these atheists and agnostics that we see throughout the earth. Okay, a lot of them the Lord's gonna jack them up and make them fear Him. Okay, because you got to think about it. When Jacob's trouble hit, all right, and Esau Edom comes down with that great wrath, pursuant to Revelation the 12th chapter. All you atheists and agnostics throughout the around the world, ultimately it's going to come down to you having to worship something. Either you're going to worship, all right, the God of the Bible, whose name is Yahweh, all right, and bow down to the name of his begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, whom this world calls Jesus Christ, or you're going to be forced to worship the image of this beast system, okay, which is America, NATO, all right, in the EU. You're going to be forced to bow the knee, so to speak, to this NWO system, all right, or else what? Okay, when you go to Revelation the 13th chapter, what did John the Revelator say about those, as far as what's going to happen to those who refuse to worship the image of this beast system? All right, Revelation 13 verse 15. and they had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Okay, America, NATO, and the EU, modeling themselves after the ancient Roman Empire, right? That's what it means when it talks about the image of the beast. Okay, because it was the beast that is speaking of ancient Rome. And what is the image? It's referring to how America, all right, NATO and the EU modeled its system after the ancient Roman system. All right, that's why today you have the Senate. Okay, you have a constitution, which back in ancient Rome they had a constitution. All right, you have the two-party political system, the Democrats and Republican. Whereas in ancient Rome you had the plebeian and the patrician party. All right, all these stadiums and arenas, okay, that you see today is all modeled after the stadiums and arenas of ancient Rome. The Roman Colosseum and all these different things. Okay, and so many more things in the society that parallels to ancient Rome. Okay, that's the image of the beast. Okay, so it says, Revelation 13 verse 15 again, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. All right, how is the image of the beast speaking? All right, through pseudoscience and technology. All right, it says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So there's going to come a time where you're going to be forced, all right, all you atheists and agnostics, and ultimately, everybody around the world, okay, including those of us of the hopeful elect, Esau Edom is going to make it, pretty much make it law, okay, to make everybody bow the knee to the image of this system, all right, and that if you don't worship the image of this system, you're going to be killed. And as we always bring out, this word killed, all right, not only does it go into literally being killed, as in, literally being put to death. All right. It says right here.
Strong's G 615. Aparktino.
As you can see, it says to kill in any way, whatever, to destroy, to allow to perish. All right. To inflict mortal death. All right, so not only does it go into actual, literally, physically, you being killed for not worshiping this system, all right, the NWO, all right, as well as taking the charagma of this system, as it goes into in the very next verse, the 16th verse, all right, in your right hand or your forehead. But the root word of this word right here, when you go to the root word right here, apo, it means what? Of separation. Okay, of separation. So not only are they going to make it law to kill anybody that refuses to worship the image of this beast system, or to bow the knee to the NWO, but if they don't kill you, then they're just separate you from the system. Okay, they'll cut you off from having access to food and water, okay, and resources, different things to sustain yourself. All right, you'll be cut off. You'll be off the grid. All right, off the cloud. All right. So you atheists and you agnostics out there, all right, ultimately, you claim to not believe in any form of God, or be against any God. Well, guess what? The NWO, all right, the elites of Esau Edom, the top banking families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, so on and so forth, they're going to force you to worship them as God. All right. So a lot of you atheists and agnostics are going to be setting, going to be put in your place when the time of Jacob's trouble come. All right, because ultimately, Esau Edom coming down with great wrath, in the the NWO and all these things is all a part of the Lord's movie. Okay, it's all a part of the Lord's judgment when it's all said and done. All right, because the Lord's gonna put a stop to the NWO system. All right, when Esau Edom is going to try to really and truly establish it. All right, these devils will not win. All right, but nonetheless, okay, going back to the main topic of this lesson, Jacob's trouble is gonna set a lot of things, a lot of people in order. All right, a lot of things in order. You atheists and agnostics out there, you wicked ass people of this world. Okay, including 2/3 of our people, especially 2/3 of our people. Hence why it's called Jacob's trouble. All right, because the main nation of people that's going to be catching the most hell when that time comes is you Jakes out there, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, the Lord's going to jack you up first before he starts to, jack up the rest of these heathen nations. All right, and as well, the Lord's going to jack up a lot of you, modern, you feminists, okay, modern women, career-driven, boss chick women out here as well. All right, all you proud ass women that think you don't need a man and this, that, and the third. Okay, that that look down on men all because you have a nice car and you have your little apartment, or your you have a nice house and all these different things. Okay, as the scripture says in Isaiah 32, the vintage shall fail. All right, all these little comforts and delicacies and luxuries that you women boast about. All right, all throughout social media, the Lord's gonna put a stop to all that nonsense, man. Okay, because you're not supposed to be living like that, just single by yourself. Okay, proud as hell. All right, you women are supposed to have a man over you and over your life. Okay, guiding your life. All right, and that's why, as a matter of fact, when you jump down to when you jump down to verse 33 in this chapter, 2nd Ezra 16 verse 33, it says, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. So you see that? So things are going to get so bad. All right, as I brought out earlier, when I made the point earlier, that all of that feminism and modern women, boss chick mentality BS, all of that's going to go out the door when shit hits the fan. Okay, all these women that brag about, I don't need a man, this, that, and the third. Okay, I don't want no scrubs. Well, guess what? Okay, when that time comes, you're gonna be seeking and weeping for a man. All right, in that day. Okay, because that's pretty much the only way a lot of you women are gonna survive. All right, by coming under the umbrella of a man. All right, and like I said before, that's when Isaiah 4:1 is gonna start popping off. All right, when the Lord's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold, especially, all right, the men of the Lord. All right, these same women, okay, that have been looking down upon men and trying to run away from men, are gonna be running to men when that time comes, especially the men of the Lord. All right, they're gonna be mourning. Okay, they're gonna be seeking men with tears running down their eyes. All right, hair all jacked up, nails all jacked up. Okay, weave all jacked up, stank. All right, through. Okay, just as we're gonna be seeking and weeping for Yahweh Shemal Shai, what these women are gonna be seeking and weeping for us in that day. All right. So let's get a few more scriptures, and after that, end this off. All right, so this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Yeah, so, because we live in a wicked society where righteous laws are slack, all right, and therefore righteous judgment is slack. We live in a world where, people are just, wiggling around doing all types of evil and wickedness and impiety, and they aren't, receiving speedy judgment. Okay, and so therefore, because of that, these people, really and truly think in their mind that they're just gonna, continue on in their lives and live to see old age. All right, and just, die peacefully and get away with all the wickedness that they're doing right now in his current life. All right. But it says, verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. All right, those that fear Yahweh Shema Shai are the elect, starting with the 144,000, which will be singing a new song throughout the earth in these latter days. All right, the everlasting gospel, pursuant to Revelation the 14th chapter, which at the forefront of that song will be the fear of the Lord. Okay, so it's going to be well with them that fear Yahweh Shema Shai, the elect of the nation of Israel. Lord will not be of that number. All right, and as far as those that don't fear the Lord, verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his ways, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High. So, it's going to be well for the elect of the nation of Israel that fear Yahweh Shema Shai, but not so much for the wicked who don't fear the Lord. Okay. So that's why the Lord got to bring send those scourges for amendment. Okay, to put these people in a correct mindset. To get these people right. To show these people that first and foremost there is in fact a God that reigns over this world. All right, that looks down upon this world, looking down upon the everyday affairs of the sons of men. Okay, and that is going to punish you for your wickedness. Okay, these people are getting ready to find that out the hard way. All right, and so let me get this and end it off right here. This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 9. With my soul have I desired thee in the night. Yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness. So when the Lord starts to bring those judgments into the earth, all right, those punishments, those scourges for amendments, all right, great death, great sorrow, great famine, all right, great tribulation, epidemics, all right, all these things that are said to happen in end time prophecy, that's when the inhabitants of this world, these wicked, proud ass people of this world, including these women, are going to learn righteousness. All right, that's when they're going to, learn to get their minds right. Okay, and to fear Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, so that's pretty much it on that. So Lord willing, this video is edifying. And as always, Lord willing, until next time, Shalom.